Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Edwin Hernandez, and this is your 2024 Chevy Silverado ZR2, which I like to call it Silverback ZR2. On this video, we're going to be talking about installing the UpTop Overland ZULU roof rack. One of the reasons I decided to do this channel, for the reason being, is that there's barely anything out there that I found that's for these trucks. You see a lot of stuff for Toyota Tacomas, 4Runners, Ford Broncos, for all those small vehicles that can easily be taken off-road. But everything for this truck, they're rare. Because, first of all, it's a 2500 heavy-duty, and this thing is too big to be off-road. But this one is designed to be off-road. So we're going to talk about the UpTop Overland roof rack. I can't wait to install this and show you all the extra steps that I took for installing this roof rack. So just stick around and let's have fun. Okay, so really quickly, here on the table, everything's unboxed. Of course, can't forget the sticker. You're going to be getting 7 low bars. One of them is extra long. The one above the bars right there is the wind reflector. On the left of those, that's the body armor right there on the very top. And those bags are the rivets, the bolts, the nuts, the washers, the handles, etc. Right to the right of that bag is the partial or the top of the wind reflector. This is going to be a very fun install, so stick around. And before we start, I recommend having 1 or 2 of these platforms that will come in handy, to at least one on each side, so that way you can reach the top of the truck. So if you have 2 of these, bring them out and we can start this installation. Okay, so now we're gonna pry the little cover on top of the roof. Basically take your little pry bar thingy, just put it on the side. It lifts up like this. See, it came up, and then just pull it. Easy, came off. Put it to the side. If you're ever planning on putting this back on, if you ever decide to take off the roof rack and then put this back on, you see it's all bent. I suggest you buy a new one with the new clips. Some of the clips will break, unfortunately, but other than that, just buy new ones and just reinstall it. With these clips, some of them didn't come off. Just put it right under it, pry it, they come off. Repeat this on the other side and to the next step. As you can see, it's nice and clean. Repeat this on the other side. Okay, so now that we have taken both of the track covers off and all the clips, we're gonna go back to the table and we're gonna put all the brackets and bolts and nuts together and then move to the next step. All right, so we're back, putting the Loctite on the little bolts here. I found it easier just to line them all up and just kind of go around just the very tip, just like so. And then what you want to do after is take them quickly before it dries, because this thing dries faster than what it says. Kind of Even so, I feel like I don't do it justice. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just kind of like tap it. Just let it dry. Remember, this is Loctite, so if you know how Loctite works, once it dries, it's good. Yeah, this thing is drying really quick. Alright, so we're almost done here. Okay, that's it, it's done. We're just gonna let it dry for like 10 minutes, 10-30 minutes, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. We are on top of the truck now. We're gonna be installing the spine really quickly. Make sure that this hole right here matches with the nipple right here, and that the cutout here with the letters and numbers. The P stands for passenger side, and then the D stands for driver side. You're gonna put it on top. Once it lines up, you're gonna take a marker. You're gonna mark the holes where the rivets will go, and you're gonna come back and drill the hole. So stick around. Okay, now that we finished drilling the holes, I'm gonna be applying some paint on the holes to prevent the rust from starting. Either gonna spray the little foam or spray inside of a little container, dip the brush, and then dap the holes to prevent the rust. I'm gonna go do that real quick, and I'll be right back and move to the next phase. Okay, so the paint on every hole is done. So before I add the strip, I'm gonna be applying a small amount of sealant on top of every hole before I install this tape. The reason for that is water can get anywhere or into anything. So I'm gonna add that little extra layer of protection really quickly and get that done. So I'm gonna show you real quick. This is the hole right here. Just a little layer. Bam. That's it. Little layer. That one's done. Let me see, I got two more here. And now I'm just gonna apply the tape. When you're applying the tape, they recommend that you don't go over the, the little nipples right here. Um, I'm just gonna cut them out real quick and come back. Once I got them all cut up into pieces, I'll come back and show you when I put them on. Okay, I cut every piece, and I'm gonna do this one real quick so you can see when I apply it over the sealant. So there's some sealant on this one. There's two of them. Just kind of put it over that. Like that. So I'm gonna continue the entire track, and I'll be right back, and then we can head over to the next phase. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna get the spine caught on the blanket here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna place it right on top. And what you wanna do is, you're gonna take something sharp. I'm gonna take one of the rivets, and then where every hole is gonna go, you're just gonna puncture the hole to know where the hole's gonna be. So when you put the rivets in, you don't struggle. So now that every hole is punctured, just take your rivet gun. Just you're gonna hear that. Once you hear that, you're good. Add the little sealant on top of the these rivets, and we can move to the next phase. As you can see, it's getting dark out, and I did apply the weather strip or the strip on the whole track all the way down. Just a little dark out. I'll come back tomorrow and finish the rest. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. See you tomorrow. All right, so now we're back to the table. We're gonna be taking the brackets. Brackets. By the way, these are the new brackets. The old brackets had a little thing on the side here where the bolt and the washer and the threaded insert will go on the side, and the bar will be bolted on the side. Now they have this new opening here, and you gotta do the bolt and the screws. I mean the bolt and the insert on this side. So I'm gonna face on the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so here you can see all the brackets. There should be 8 of them. And you're gonna be doing this to all 8 of them. You're gonna be taking a little bolt like this one, put the washer, and basically you're gonna be putting them like so, and then you're gonna screw this. Remember that when you put this here, the little lip sticking out like this is here's flat, here a little lip. You're gonna put that facing up. Screw this up like so. And take the other screw, put on the other side, right there. You screw it up like that. It's gonna end up looking like this. Boom. To the next one. Another one. Screw it on there. Real quick. Oops. Almost grab another insert. Not too tight, just enough to grab the insert. And that's it. You're gonna have 4 bolts, 4 washers, and 2 inserts. Now you're gonna do this for all 8 of them. And then we can go to the next phase, which will be installing these onto the spine, and then the bracket. Oh my god, the bars. Okay, now that all the brackets are done, this is what they're gonna look like with all the bolts and the inserts. So now we're gonna take this matter onto the rooftop again, and we're gonna take Z4, which is the crossbar clamp mating. So we're gonna go to the roof of the car and install these onto the spine. Alright, so we're back on top of the truck. So basically you're gonna take these, put them like so, take a little bolt, hex bolt, washer. Remember, this goes on the outside, not on the inside, on the outside. Let me do it like this. Not on the inside, on the outside. Pass the bolt through, take the washer. I don't know how they do it, it's crazy. Got big hands. Hold on, let me try it the other way. Got one down, second one. Like so. Don't tighten it. Don't tighten them yet. Leave them a little loose. But then you gotta put the bar, because right now I'm by myself. So when I put the bar, you need this to be free so you can put the bar back and forth. Alright, so now we're gonna be doing the bars. You're gonna take a bar, kind of lift this up. If I can, wish I could be a lefty, but lift this bar up. You're gonna pass this through those 2 inserts. Let me see if I can do it this way. Hold on. That's a lot better. Take the bar, raise this up, push those bolts up, and just pass the bar through all the way to the other end. Boom, leave it like that. Second one, same thing. Grab it. This is why you don't tighten up the bolts in the bottom of that. Hold it there. And now you go to the other side, put them through. You do this to all 4 bars. And then we get to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to be installing the armor to the body rack. The Zulu rack is completely different from the Alpha and the Bravo. Just to let you guys know. You're gonna need the back Z7 ambi armor, 3/16 Allen wrench, and a 1/2-inch wrench. So basically, I'm gonna empty this bag out and put the camera down so you guys can see it. Basically, take this, hit the bolt, the washer, and align this to the rack, body rack, or rack body. Put the bolt first, flip it, put the washer and the nut. I'm gonna flip this over. Same thing here. Take the bolt, put it in, flip it over, screw it in. Now you're gonna do this for the other side as well, and then we're gonna come back because I guess once you finish doing this, let me put this up. You're gonna be doing the handles on this side, on both sides of the body racks, and they're gonna look like something like this. We'll get to this in a second, but I just wanted to show you what it's gonna look like. And I guess you can flip this right here, which allows you like another 1/2 inch of clearance, and that will be perfect because I got big hands, so it'll be nice to grab the handle. So let me do this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're onto the handles. This is what the handles look like, installed with the plate the standard way. So when you install it like this, it will give you, I'm sorry, when you install it like this is the standard way. If you flip it, it will give you a 1/2 inch clearance due to the raised size of the plate. So we'll give you a 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch more clearance. So what we're gonna do with this, with the handles is, grab these blocks, grab your handle, and basically you want the blocks to be like this, with the little hole facing up, not down, not like this, facing up. You're gonna take it, you put it in there. Boom. Kind of like this. Take the other one, same way. Not like this. See the difference? You want them like this. With the hole facing up, not down like this. Bring it up. Boom. Should look like this. Now when that's said and done, remember, I want the 1/2 inch clearance. So we're gonna put the plate facing up. Just like that. Push it in all the way through. All right. So now This is the difference. Standard way, a half-inch clearance. See, facing up. So I'm gonna do this to all the bars. All the handles. I'm sorry, and then come back and install them on the body rack, and then we're gonna go to the car, to the truck, and install them on the roof rack. Okay, so now onto the handles. To install the handles, you're gonna need the Z6, which is the grab handles V2 or version 2, whatever we want to call it. Anyways, Z6. That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna take the handle, take a bolt. What I noticed was on the other one that I just did was it's a little hard to insert the bolt through. Just push this up and then boom, let it fall. Push it the other way, push the other bolt through. Boom. Once you do that, align this real quick. And once you align it, you go in here like so. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Take the plastic washers. Boom. Then go back in here. Boom. Like so. You gotta flip it. You can see. Take the two washers and the nuts. All right. And that's it. Go back to the other side. This one already did it. Same thing. You know what? I'm gonna do it again. Take this one. It's difficult to put in. Push it. Let it slide. Push it back to the other side. Put the other one in. Line this. Then take the plastic washers. Jesus. Hold on. Take the plastic washers real quick. Put it on there. And flip this over. And then again, take the washer. See it right there. And then just put the nut. Very simple. Tying these up, do the other side, and then we can get to the top of the truck and do the install these onto the low bars. Okay, so now we're back on the roof. We're gonna take a measuring tape. We're gonna take a measuring tape and we're gonna make sure that we have enough clearance on both sides. So take it, measure it. On the other side, give me 2 3/4, 2/7 around there. Once you have both sides equally, come in, tighten them up. Not the ones on the bottom, not these right here. The ones on the bottom from the bracket to the low bar. That's the ones you want to tighten up. And then we move to the next phase. Okay, so now we move to putting these end caps on every low bar. But before you do that, you have to grab inserts and place them inside of the low bars. 2 per low bar on either end. Once you put the inserts inside the low bar, you just take the cap. Boom. That's what it should look like. I'm here. Same thing. Easy gonna hold the body rack momentarily in a second. Take this one. And cap on. And you get the picture. Just do all four and we can move to the next phase. Alright, so now we have the rack body with a body armor on top of it. As you can see, I already put two little bolts on there. One here just to hold it in place. This thing is like almost touching the body of the car, but just remember that when you install this one on top, you're only gonna need one bolt and one flat washer, 2 per bar. I'm gonna do this real quick and then continue to the next step, but I'm just wondering how am I gonna end up screwing those bolts right there in the back. I don't know, we'll see. So yes, do that. Bolts with flat washers only, and then do it on the other side, and then we can move to the next step, I think. Okay, so we got the body rack installed. You can see the clips here, spacers. One thing that I will have to correct on the previous video, or the okay, now that we got the body armor and the body rack onto the low bars, the information that I gave you was wrong. Earlier, I tightened up the screws that go here, these on the bottom, and I figured that by being tightened and leveled on each side, it would have been easier to install this. Wrong. Leave these loose, put the body rack onto the low bars, tighten them up, make sure that you push them all the way forward. So these screws right here is at the end, and these are at the end. Once you tighten up the body rack, then you can go on the bottom. Once everything's leveled and even, then you can go at the bottom and tighten the bolt up. And you can go to the next phase, which is the windscreen. Okay? So I do apologize for that misinformation. Okay, so I guess I can tighten up the those bolts right there. These right here before doing the windscreen. So what I ended up doing, since I got big hands and I can't fit my hands in there while tying up the bolts or holding the Allen key, I went to Harbor Freight and I bought these long extended Allen keys, and I put blue tape so that way when I put it through here, see? Okay, so before I do the windscreen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten up these bolts. Since everything is level now, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. What's gonna happen is you're gonna take, since my hands are too big to come from this side and hold any wrench back there, I'm gonna take a ratchet, 1/2-inch wrench, use it in the back, and I bought this extended Allen key, which thank God for this rack that has all these extra holes. Just put it in here. Boom. There you go. Let me show you from the inside. Boom. Then you come in here and then use your ratchet to ratchet this into place, and then we can do the windscreen. Okay, so now we're going to the windscreen. As you can see, I already put a washer, a bolt, and an insert. Take a washer, a bolt, and an insert. This is the middle one. Put it in here. Put the insert. So you're gonna have three bolts, 3 washers, 3 inserts. At the end, the middle, and the end. You're gonna take the bar, slide it through. Right here, same thing. Slide it through. And once it reaches the end, you can just flip this around. Once it's leveled, and even on both sides, tying up the bolt, and then you can move on to the next phase, which is installing it on the rack. Okay, now we're on top of the truck with the windscreen. This would be nice if you had somebody to help you, but since I don't, I recommend you have put a blanket on top. All right, so once you put the bar inside the windscreen, I mean, I'm by myself, so I had to put it in here, but make sure you have your blanket on top so you don't crack a windshield. Put it in and just put the 2 bolts. It's simple. So in this section of the video, you can see the LP9s installed. This will be explained later on another video, due to the fact that when I was installing the rack, I did not have the proper brackets for the LP9s. But there you have it, just to show you how an amateur person like myself, who has never installed a roof rack on a vehicle, can be done. Any questions and concerns, please ask. I'm always willing to answer any questions and help out. But there you have it. Hope you like. I know it was a little difficult at the beginning, but we got it done. And here's the final result. Hope this video was helpful. Please hit the like and follow button, and follow me for more installations.